Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel here. Hey, I was looking at the DJI website today and I've noticed some price changes and some availability changes with regard to consumer drones. Uh, I've kept a spreadsheet up the last few months uh, trying to track the availability of drones, of the DJI drones on their website, because it seems like they come and they go. They're available one day, not available the next. So I'm just trying to track it, plus track the prices. And there's some pretty significant changes here. So let me take a second to go over them with you. And I think, if you wanted a DJI drone, you're really going to wish that you had ordered it yesterday rather than waiting till September 1st today. So let me get to that spreadsheet here. So if we start at the very top at the Mavic 2 Zoom, you'll notice the Mavic 2 Zoom has gone up by $190 with the regular controller. I guess I should explain my columns here. Column J is the price today. Column K is the old price as of yesterday and older. And then column L is the delta, the difference between the two. So if you, the Mavic 2 Zoom with DJI goggles hasn't been available for a while, but it's still on the website, so I put it on there. And then the smart controller is going to cost you even more. That went up $250. The other thing that's interesting that you'll notice here is that you cannot buy a Mavic 2 Zoom directly from DJI now, either as a refurb or new. They're just unavailable. That could change tomorrow. I've noticed that availability comes and goes. I assume that has to do with production schedules, etc. Who really knows but the people at DJI. Now, the Mavic 2 Pro, which is probably arguably the most popular consumer drone out there right now, it has increased $230 for the Pro with the regular transmitter or with the goggles, which that ironically is become available. So if you want to get the Pro with goggles, you can for $2,178. In total, from the old price, that's gone up $230. Now the Mavic 2 Pro with smart controller has gone up $300. So $2,200. If you want a Mavic 2 Pro with smart controller, $2,200. And then there are no refurbs available right now, and the refurb price didn't change. If I leave it blank here, that means that the price did not change. Kind of interesting on the Mavic Pro Platinum, it's been available as a refurb for quite a while. They're gone now, not available as a refurb, which has been a tremendous bargain at $729. The Platinum, I understand why that probably sold out, because that was a really good value. It is still available, new from DJI. Those prices did not change, so that's probably a pretty decent value on a drone. I mean, when you compare it to a Pro or a Mavic 2 Zoom, which isn't available, it's $500 less, so probably a pretty good deal. And like I said, you cannot get that now as of today as a refurb. That could change tomorrow. Then we move down to the Mavic Pro, which is available as a refurb only, still there, $799. I think that's probably still a pretty good value. Didn't go up in price. Now we get down to the Mavic Air, and this is interesting because the availability has kind of ebbed and flowed on these as well. The Mavic Air available, it's just in white. I don't think you could get it in any of the other colors. Is gone up to $120 to $919 for a Mavic Air. Ironically, the Fly More combo, the price did not change. That's why I put that old price in there, because I had to double check that. I had to go back into the website and double check that. No change from the old to new on the Fly More combo. So, $1,000, I guess, if you're going to get that Fly More combo. You can still buy the Mavic Air as a refurb. That's probably another one that's a really good value. If you're looking for a DJI quality and a DJI drone that shoots in 4K, that Mavic Air, it's only available in white, but for $639, I'd say that's probably a pretty good buy. And we saw some sales recently at Target and other places where they were blowing them out even cheaper than that. And then the Fly More Combo is not available on as a refurb, and that's probably just an out of stock thing. Now we get down to the Spark, and it gets kind of interesting here. They took the Spark, the drone itself. If you go on their main page at the store for new products, if you look at Spark, it'll show several Spark accessories, but the Spark drone itself is gone. Not even there anymore. So I just put a line through those. It's just no longer on the website as new. Now, it is still on the refurb website when you click on the refurb page, but is unavailable. $279, that's without a controller. So you'd probably want to buy the Fly More Combo extra battery plus a controller for $439, although it's just not available. You cannot buy a Spark off the DJI website now. I'm sure there's some other stores and so forth that have them available, but not directly from DJI. Now, the other thing that was kind of interesting here is if you get down into the Phantom 4 V2.0. This kind of lends some credence to the people that say maybe they're going to build this drone again, because I know there's a lot of commercial operators that really like that drone. But anyway, some significant price increases. The drone, as you can see here, in all of its various iterations, standard RC, the screen, the one that comes with a screen, goggles or no, it is not available. So it's out of stock. However, they did change the pricing. With the standard RC, it's gone up by $230. With the screen RC, it's gone up by $400. Does that mean that drone is going to come back at some point? I couldn't tell you, but it is interesting that it is still listed. If you look at Phantom on the new website, it's still there. Now, the rest of these are all pretty much refurbs. Even though the Phantom 4 Advanced is still on the website as new, it's out of stock and the price did not change on it. The rest of these are all on there as refurbs down to the Phantom 3s, and they're all out of stock. There's no availability. So it's kind of interesting. You see all the green here up above. Let's see, there's, so basically there's 4 drones that you can buy from DJI right now. You can buy a Mavic 2 Pro. You can buy a Mavic Pro Platinum. You can buy a Mavic Pro, the original Mavic Pro, as a refurb. And you can buy a Mavic Air in a combo or otherwise. That's it. If you want a consumer drone. Now, I didn't look at the toy drones like the Telos, and I didn't look like what I would consider the Pro drones, which is like the Inspire above. So this does not include those. So anyway, I just thought that this would be something interesting to bring to the table here. What do you guys think? What's going on? And no doubt the timing of this is driven by the tariffs, I would suspect. I can't say that for certain, right? But the timing is such that I suspect that that's what it is. And yeah, it's just all of this stuff is going to cost us more. My advice would be, if you're looking for a drone and you've been on the fence and you want to buy one, find a reseller that still has them at the old prices. Buy one. Look at eBay, Amazon, etc. Even if it's another brand, a non-DJI brand. If DJI is having to do this, you can bet some of those other Chinese drone makers are going to do it as well. Fimi, Hubsan, etc. So anyway, just bringing you some news. I hope you found this interesting. Hey, I want to add that this is what I saw on DJI's website today. This could change anytime. They could change their prices, availability, etc. at any time. I don't represent DJI in any way at all. I'm just an enthusiast just like you. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, and usually I'm out flying drones. This is a little different, but if you like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. And most of all, I just appreciate you watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.